Getting ready to go for the Tao Daily Forecast reading, but just want to give you a heads up before we get to it. These three cards really kind of summarize what the reading is all about. Three of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. I'll tie it all together for you coming up in a moment. Well, hello and welcome to this latest edition of the Tao Daily Tarot. Glad to have you on board. If this is the first time for you, this is a little different from your average kind of tarot reading. First of all, I do archetypal reading. I take the images on the cards. I don't add anything. I don't read anything into them. However, I do use my intuition to kind of knit together a real nice storyline for you. But think of this whole thing as kind of a metaphysical weather report rather than a predictive tool. For example, I focus on four energies that you will rarely hear anybody focus on. The energy of coming, the energy of going, the energy of pushing, the energy of pulling. Never thought about those as energies, but they do impact your life. And so it is a literal cosmic or metaphysical weather report. It tells you what's going on outside so that you can then prepare over the next 24, 48, 72 hours, maybe a week down the road, maybe a month down the road. You know what's coming, and it would allow you to make better decisions. And right now, astrologically, January is a very, very busy, active month, very intense month. Same thing a little bit leaking over into February. We're really not going to get a break, apparently, until the spring. So it's good, essential, I think, to have a metaphysical weather report every day. And so that's what the Daily Tarot, the Tao Daily Tarot, is all about. For those who are rejoining, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And for everybody, please like and subscribe because I am building this channel. Those are the numbers that YouTube folks look for. Okay. Plus, I have a couple of other surprises as well. I do the Hyper Shuffle, and I do this whole tarot cast, if you will, metaphysical weather report. I do this under 10 minutes because you have a busy life. And less than 10 minutes, usually about 8 or 9, you can squeeze in every day. I do a brand new report every single day. So we got all the basics all lined up pretty nicely. How about if we move ahead and do something that I call the Hyper Shuffle? Alrighty, very good. Let's get to the real-time reading here for you, the Tao Daily Tarot. We begin with what I call the overall temperature, if you will, keeping with the idea of a metaphysical weather report. The overall temperature of this reading is, chaos and conflict. A lot of that going on these days, right? In your life in general, chaos and conflict. Alrighty, so that kind of underlines what else is going on. Let's begin here. This is the coming going section, the energy section, and we begin with the Ace of Wands. Ooh, I like that a lot. And I like that because it is creative. It talks about strength. It talks about new beginnings. It talks literally about some sort of an epiphany. Something coming to you somehow, some way, that really kinds of just lights up and gets you thinking maybe in an entirely new direction, or gives you some insight, critical insight. New beginning in thought with the Ace of Wands, and a lot of passion in your life, okay? So let's move from there to the Hangman. Now, this stuff coming in, this new excitement, this new passion, this new idea may for a while kind of put you in a hanged position, so to speak. You may have to take a little while to figure out just what this new input is all about, how you're going to use it, how you're going to try to be able to accomplish it, those kinds of things. Yes, it's going to be exciting. Yes, it's going to really get your attention. But how do you do it? That's the Hangman coming up there for you. From there, we move to the Chariot. So we see here a decision. You are in control. But there's two choices, right? The kind of Sphinx dogs there you see up front, huh? Two choices. Now, I would think the two choice situation is again amplified by the Ace of Wands, this passion, and by the Hanged Man. I mean, it's just repeating the idea that, ooh, which way do I go with this? It's great to think about. I love it. It's exciting. But how do I handle it, huh? Well, don't worry about it. You will be able to handle it with no problem whatsoever in time. And that's because the Strength card. Strength card is, I would say, probably second in power in terms of the overall tarot. Sun first, Strength second. You have the capacity, you have the ability to put this new passion, this new idea into your life. It may just take a little while, and you do have some things to figure out, of course. But man, I mean, after last year, actual passion, something that actually gets your attention in a positive way, you got the strength to do it. So do not hesitate, except for gathering information, which the Hangman indicated. And you're going to get the information. You're going to get it very quickly. Eight of Wands. Somehow, some way. It could be an email. It could be a message from a friend of some sort. It could be just inspiration on your point. Something is coming in, and it may be just a lot of information, and hence the Hanged Man, you need a little time to kind of make your way through it, kind of weigh your way through all of that information. But good stuff is coming. Positive stuff is coming that will help fire up that Ace of Wands, that passion, that juju that was taken away from you last year. And then we move to the next clarifier, Three of Cups. Celebration. I mean, if there were other indications in this reading, you could say, well, third party, but there is no relationship particularly being indicated by these cards. So what the Three of Cups really talks about is the idea of celebration, of getting together, of joining in with friends. It really is good stuff. Community. And maybe that's what the whole thing is about. Maybe you are going to start to reach out. Okay, enough of the isolation, enough of the separation. Let me reach out and have some of that love, that friendship, that connection. That would bring passion, enthusiasm back into your life. And maybe that's where you're headed with this whole thing. And then we wrap up with, I think, a rather encouraging card. The Two of Wands, looking out into the future, planning. All righty? It's not here right now. You don't have it, but you know what it is. You know what you want. You know already that there is a connection, that passion. Well, the Two of Wands said, keep looking out to the future. You're going to get the information. You have the strength to do it. You want to reconnect in some way. And because of the Chariot, you are the person in charge. You are the ones that controls that, for lack of a better term, chariot in your life. So I think it's really, 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 really positive. And again, remember, keep in mind, little chaos and conflict kind of situation. It may take you a little bit to kind of make your way through all of this input, but you will. You have the strength, you have the information, you have the determination, and you have a pretty good idea of what it is that will bring that passion back into your life. Alrighty, very good. So that is the Tao Daily Forecast for today. Please be sure to like and subscribe. As I said, that's critical as I'm building this. It's hugely important. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it's really, really valuable to me, and I thank you for it in advance. So that's the reading for today. Excellent. We come back tomorrow because I do a brand new reading every single day. The Tao Daily Forecast. Blessings.